Alan Jackson, a renowned American country music singer, was born to Joseph Eugene Daddy Gene Jackson and Ruth Music Mama Ruth Jackson in Noonan, Georgia. He was raised in a close-knit family with 4 older sisters. Their modest home was built around his grandfather's old toolshed, and it became the heart of their family life. Just days after commemorating the 20th anniversary of his hit song, Remember When, Grammy-winning country star Alan Jackson, 64, has credited his high school sweetheart and wife of 43 years, Denise Jackson, for inspiring his heartfelt lyrics. The country music legend who married his wife, now 63, on December 15, 1979, and shares 3 daughters with her, Maddie, Alexandra, and Donnie, was diagnosed with the rare nerve disorder Charcot-Marie-Tooth disease in 2011. CMT causes damage to the peripheral nerves, the nerves that transmit information and signals from the brain and spinal cord to and from the rest of the body, as well as sensory information such as touch, back to the spinal cord and brain, according to the National Institute of Neurological Disorders and Stroke. The disease can also directly affect the nerves that control the muscles. It's great to see how appreciative Jackson is toward his wife, especially since they've been through a lot over the past 40 years, between his battle with nerve disease and her colorectal cancer diagnosis in 2010. Jackson's official social media page shared a sweet photo this week of the musician and his wife sitting in an old-fashioned convertible. Accompanied by the heartwarming throwback photo, was a recording of Jackson looking back on what inspired one of his most popular songs. Alan reflects on the story of Remember When, and his life with his wife Denise. The post was captioned. He discusses how it connected with audiences and why it's a fan favorite. In the recording, Jackson is heard saying, "Denise and I met as kids and all that's true. And most of that is just reflections of our life and some of it looking ahead. But I've had so many comments saying, hey, that's one of my favorite songs, or, that's our song. I have so many couples come up and say, that's our song. All that stuff, and how many times everybody said, remember when? You know, remember when we did this? Remember when we did that?" He concluded, "So again, it connected with a certain audience. I guess." Some of the lyrics in the song include, "Remember when we vowed the vows and walked the walk, gave our hearts, made the start and it was hard. We lived and learned. Life threw curves, there was joy, there was hurt, remember when." Another verse is as follows. "Remember when we said when we turned gray, when the children grow up and move away, we won't be sad. We'll be glad, for all the life we've had, and we'll remember when." In another social media post, Jackson's page shared a video compilation of himself singing, Remember When, along with family photos and video clips, writing, "Today marks the 20th anniversary of Remember When. Join us as we reflect on the wonderful memories we made along the way." Alan Jackson was diagnosed with Charcot-Marie-Tooth disease in 2011, according to an interview with the Today Show. He revealed his diagnosis publicly about a decade later. "I've been reluctant to talk about this publicly and to my fans, but it's been a while, and it's starting to affect my performance on stage a little bit where I don't feel comfortable," the singer said, when he disclosed his diagnosis on the Today Show in September 2021. "I just wanted the fans and the public to know if they've come to see me in the last few years or if they come to see me in the future if I play anymore. What's going on? I don't want them to think I'm drunk on stage because I'm having problems with mobility and balance. I have this neuropathy, neurological disease I inherited from my daddy." Charcot-Marie tooth disease is an inherited nerve defect that causes abnormalities in the nerves that supply your feet, legs, hands, and arms, Johns Hopkins Medicine explains. In Jackson's case, the disease affects his balance and mobility, which impacted his ability to perform on stage as he had in the past. I know I'm stumbling around on stage. Now I'm having a little trouble balancing, even in front of the microphone, and so I just feel very uncomfortable, he said. Patients diagnosed with Charcot-Marie tooth disease may manage their symptoms through medications and physical and occupational therapy designed to strengthen their muscles. When you're facing a significant health challenge, it can make such a huge difference to have a supportive partner by your side, just like Alan and Denise Jackson. Jackson supported his wife as she underwent 30 days of radiation and 2 4-day rounds of chemotherapy in her fight against colon cancer. She was ultimately dubbed cancer-free 2 months after her diagnosis. Now, she's sticking through the tough times with her husband as he battles nerve disease. Meanwhile, breast cancer survivor Rebecca Cruz, wife of actor Terry Crews, also knows the benefits of facing challenges as a couple. Having her husband's unwavering support through all of life's ups and downs has made her confident the couple can conquer anything. In a previous conversation, we spoke with Crews and his wife about how her cancer battle affected their relationship. He told SurvivorNet that seeing his wife battle breast cancer was an amazing thing to watch. Crews explained, "I was proud of her. She became a warrior. I just sat back, and I was literally like, 'What do you need?' She was like, 'I got this. Let's go.' My wife and I have been through a lot of things. We've lost homes. We've lost children before. Things that would have taken a lot of people out, and we survived them all." Similarly, actress and skin cancer survivor Jill Kargman also felt her relationship strengthen when she faced cancer. "I think cancer is a great way to find out if you're with the love of your life or a shithead," the melanoma survivor said. "I think it presses the fast-forward button on getting to the bottom of that answer, because a lot of people in middle age are kind of at a crossroads, waiting for their kids to fly the co-op. I think if you're with someone who is not supportive and kind of emotionally checked out or doesn't tell you you're still beautiful with that, this might not be your person." Although we've spoken to people about how their relationships grew when a partner was faced with a health challenge, it's important to note that is not always the case. Struggling within your relationship when a loved one is battling a health issue is not uncommon. Make sure communication is a priority for both people in the relationship, and remember to take care of yourself even when you're concerned about your partner. If you are struggling in your relationship during cancer, know there are resources to help, such as talking with a therapist. Love is all around us. We don't have to have a significant other to give or feel love from others. The history of love in our own family can be something fulfilling for us, giving us stories that we can cherish.
Chúng ta đã cùng nhau khám phá những câu chuyện thú vị và đáng chú ý về các ngôi sao hấp dẫn. Nếu bạn thích nội dung video của chúng tôi và muốn tiếp tục nhận thông tin mới nhất về các ngôi sao, đừng quên đăng ký, like và để lại comment ở phần bình luận bên dưới. Chúng tôi rất trân trọng mọi ý kiến đóng góp của các bạn để cải thiện chất lượng nội dung trong tương lai. Hãy chia sẻ ý kiến hoặc gợi ý, thắc mắc mà bạn có thể cho chúng tôi những thông tin chính xác hơn trong những video tiếp theo. Cảm ơn bạn đã dành thời gian theo dõi video này. Hãy Hãy nhấn like và để lại comment ngay bây giờ để chúng tôi biết rằng bạn đã thích nội dung này. Đừng quên subscribe kênh của chúng tôi để không bỏ lỡ bất kỳ thông tin hấp dẫn nào về các ngôi sao trong tương lai. Hẹn gặp lại các bạn trong những video tiếp theo. Chúc mọi người một ngày vui vẻ và thú vị.